Meet Nambatia Victor, a mother of two. Like any mother, she dreams of a better life for herself and her little one. Like a filial daughter, she also dreams of making her parents' life better. Off to Saudi Arabia, she left 2 years ago. The new future is laid in Cheo, a word that literally means traveling to another country for work. The Middle East is a popular destination, and Saudi Arabia is the biggest host for labor immigrants from Uganda.
Yitawo tugende konze sina gyendaka ng'omusajja nkwata muno nga maama leeta embooko ng'ajjayo nga baleeta embooko nga embooko nneneko nti jangu tugende nga ŋŋaana nga ŋŋamba oba kunkuba oba mwagala kunzitira wano munzitire wano naye sina wegyendaga. Kati awo omusajja n'awulira obusungu n'addamu era n'ankwata muno n'ankasuka n'engwa muli. Maama we kwe kumugamba nedda totta mwana wa bende abafirika tunaabaddawa. Geyo emmere yabeerangamu oluusi amacupa bagakoona mu muceere nga bo bennyini be bagwerondera gwokeera nga bakugamba Victor leero emmere tolonda muceere emmere erirwedde eri mu firiigi nga baasekuliddemu amacupa. Dumu mukama nali ndi awo nenga lwaki bulijjo nze agifumba kanjiremu njoze omulala nga ngatulula amazzi nga nziramu nga njoza ngenda okulaba nga ndaba obwo obucupa obwatise yatise naye nga awate nerabiddemu nga bankuba ne tear gas mu gundi awo nga nanti awo balabye awo wenkugambidde bwe baddamu ne bagamba woofiisi ne bagimpa ne mbabuulira ebyo bye bankola baawulira awo obusungu ne bankuba tear gas. Naye nga tebamunkuba mu maaso wabula bakola ki baŋŋamba genda olongoose effumbiro. Amanyi amafumbiro gaabwe bagazimbirako bwe bati ku bisenge bwe bati ne beetola nga bazimbiddeko obwo bukabadda ne baŋŋamba lukabadda wazirongoosezza ne mbagamba nti ye kati ne baŋŋamba kabadda za waggulu tezatukudde neŋŋamba ekyo kiri ize era neŋŋamba nenenya ali tulinnyanga nagundi batuwa amadaala gaabwe nenenya waggulu so nga maama bakubyeyo tear gas omugundi ate omuwarabu ye muntu alinga oba atageya oba baali bamanyi nti simanyi luwarabu ng'ogenda owulya nga boogera mugende mulabo bakafu mishikira mugende kati nga nze abo byonna nakola ki manyi.
During the time Victor was stranded in Saudi Arabia, her family contacted the Women's Pro Bono Initiative, a non-profit promoting access to justice for women and girls' rights in Uganda. Victor was able to return home. In an interview with Mr. Asimwe Titus, the lawyer that worked on Victor's case, this is how they were able to help.
Victor's mother approached us. She got to know us through a gentleman called Sula. Sula is a relative of one of the girls that we had helped bring back. Unfortunately, we brought the body. She died in Saudi Arabia. She died during the process of us helping her come back. So her masters had refused to bring her body back. So we had gone to court. We went to court and successfully got court orders, and we were able to bring her back to Uganda. So Sula knew us. I think the mother, Victor's mother, approached Sula after having heard of what we do. Yes. So they came to our offices, requested us to help Victor, who was in the house of one of her Saudi masters, and her passports had been taken, her travel documents had been taken. She wasn't being paid, she was being beaten, and she wasn't getting food. So when we got to know about that, one of the things that we do, we take down the story, then do a vulnerability test to know if the family is vulnerable, because we work with vulnerable women. So when she passes the vulnerability test,
Yes.
then we go on to get instructions from her. So she gave us instructions to represent her and help her daughter come back. So they went ahead, and we gave them an ultimatum of 2 weeks, and in the 2 weeks they brought the girl back. Victor's story was a bit different from other stories.
Yes.
Because when the company got to know that we were following up the case, the director came and had a meeting with us. In some other cases, we most cases write to the embassy, go to court, and then at court is when we get orders to force the company to bring these girls back.
Yes.
Victor's story was different, and the director was willing to work with us.
Scenarios like these aren't news when it comes to female labor migrants. According to research done by Global Alliance Against Trafficking Women, in their project, The Lived Experiences of Women Migrant Workers, a great number of female migrant laborers are prone to gender-based violence in the destination countries. The Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development is the biggest stakeholder when it comes to labor migrancy. The Director of Labor, Employment and Occupational Safety and Health, Martin Wandera, shares government's plan to curb the vices in labor migrancy.
One of the things that the ministry is doing is to develop its external employment management information system to include a module on contract management. We will be able to track the contract and know that Jane's contract or John's contract ends on the 3rd, and if 1 week after the 3rd he or she has not returned, then there will be a red flag against their name, and we'll be able to find out why they have not returned. But that system will also help us in knowing those who are returned, so that arrangements can be made to provide social support and assistance to those who may require it.
The labor externalization sector in Uganda is one of the most lucrative. This sector, through annual remittances by Ugandan workers abroad, stands at $1.3 billion globally, and for those working in the Middle East countries, 700 million, according to research done by the Ugandan Association of External Recruitment Agencies. These numbers are good news to Uganda's pockets, but at what cost? Victor is now happily home with her family and is running a food stall.